Sorry about the mix-up. It just wouldn't work. And I'm not the right way. Issues, issues, issues. Um, so I just started. I gotta wait for everyone to come on over. Frustrating, frustrating, frustrating. Okay, so we need you, and you. You. Okay, now we go. And you. Close that one out. Okay, so we're starting to get some people back. So we have Lorraine and Heidi and Patty and Chris, Karen and Vicky, Barb. Um, let's see, Nikki and Fran, Teresa and Carmen, Kendall. Let's see, it's been one of. Yes, it has, Patty. It's been one of those days. That's Tina and Krista, Christine, Monique, Isabel, Helen, Kimberly, and Krista saying hello to the yarn crew. And then Marcelina, hello, hello. Oh, we have Oliver in the house. Whoop, whoop, Oliver. Let's see, Melissa. Melissa, I'm glad that you're able to catch one too. Janet, hello. Oh my goodness, this. And Sherry. And I do have water. I don't have no fruit. All my fruit's gone. But me and Kevin's going grocery shopping tomorrow, so let's see. And Patty's wanting to let everybody know, thumbs up. I'll take tummies. I miss all of my little actions. Let's see. Marcelina, hello. And Linda, hello. Sorry, everybody. I could not get the... So I had the setup done like I had it last night. But for some reason, it wasn't working. So I had to close that one out and I had to start a new one. And I apologize. I had a phone malfunction. I had to switch SIM cards with the spare phone. Is that not crazy? Len the Crafty Cranker. I don't... Teresa Oliver is a nephew of one of the subscribers that's in the chat. So you won't see Oliver. But... and then there's Lisa. Let's see. So, yeah, Oliver is the nephew of Marcelina. I hope I said that right. I hope I did. I wanted to shave today. I wanted to get so much done today. I just couldn't. My knee would not let me do anything today. I love the look on Tippy's face when she looked up into the camera. Well, Marcelina, somebody helped me out. Krista, she mentioned that Oliver was with you. So I'm not going to take the credit for that. I don't take credit for what's not mine. And if I do, I'll apologize and correct it. Let's see. Uh, and Aggie, hello, hello. Ellen, hello. Uh, Lorraine, oh, I didn't. Chris, I didn't see Lorraine saying it. She could have. Um, Nancy is saying hello from Ontario, and Bird Mama is saying hello. Oh, it was a butt chewing crank day for my brother today. I got the blunt of it. Drama. Too much drama. Sorry you got drama, Patty. I am so sorry. Me and my sister was fighting a lot because there was some things going on with my mom, and we kind of bumped heads. Uh, but sometimes you just, it's family. You're going to argue, you're going to fight, you're going to get mad at each other, but eventually you'll come back together. Hope everyone had a great. Ellen, I had the. I did the best day that I could. Let's see. Barbara, hello. Mm. She's doing really good. Uh, the package, everything that you guys had sent prior to like a week or so ago was mailed out. It was a big old box. And the post office lost it. So now I have to figure out. Now I have to fight with the post office to figure out, hey, where's my package? I am glad that Valerie got her yarn because me and Valerie did a yarn swap. And I sent the boxes out at the same time. Valerie got hers, but the package that went to my son is MIA. Hello, Audrey. Hello. Oh, sorry you caught a bad cold, Audrey. Vitamin C. I never asked the post office how long it would take for priority mail. I'm just hoping it doesn't go by way of a life. Helen, nowadays with the post office, you never know. Let's see. Chris, I have no idea. So when when we dropped it off at the post office, they scanned it in. Then it was scanned leaving and going to Grand Rapids. It was scanned at Grand Rapids when it come into Grand Rapids. It was scanned again going out of Grand Rapids. But after it left Grand Rapids, it hasn't been scanned again. So I don't know. My sister won't fight with me. She needs a babysitter. All things Tammy. Hey, Gary. Hello, hello. Just dropping by to say hi. Well, hello, Gary. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it, my bud. Gary's awesome. You guys, you need to go check him out. Every now and then you'll get to see Gary's husband. Hmm. Yeah, really, really nice. Really nice people. Let's see. Hey, Sue, you found me. Let's see. I'm sorry, Russ, that you're hurting so much. Yeah, Lisa, surgery cannot come soon enough. Let's see. Walmart delivered and shorted me on my groceries. I remained calm and called about it. I got credit and a $10 additional coupon. Sorry, Patty. Let's see. There's some post office in Indiana, maybe they're 3 weeks behind. You never know. You never really know. Um, Happy Pie Day. Uh, yes, it is. It is Happy Pie Day. I hate the mail. Lots. Yeah, Suanne. The post office is getting bad. Uh, yeah, post office is getting bad. Oh, thank you, Lorraine, for putting Gary's channel in. I appreciate that. Today would have been my dad's 98th birthday. Wow, Tammy. No snacking on General Toast chicken today due to shortage. Hello, MG57. It should be Eat Pie Day. If I could have made it to the store, Lisa, it would have been eaten on Pie Day. Mm, let's see. I love General Tao's chicken. Oh, do I love that? That's my favorite. And then with those noodles, I don't know what they're called. They're brown and they're thick and they're really long. They are so good. So, so good. Gary, I just threw you. Aw, thank you, Krista. Just subscribe to Gary's channel. And hey, and then we have Carson the troll. Hello, hello, Carson. My dad, I love pie too. I would love to make a chocolate peanut butter pie. Um, we have cherry pie in the oven. Okay, Gary, put out a couple of extra plates. We're coming to your house, bud. We're gonna invade you and your husband. Uh, that's too funny. Russ, did you see the eclipse? No, I didn't see the eclipse because I didn't want to go out. So we're way out in the country, and I would have had to gone to the back field where it opens up to actually really see it. And I didn't want to go out there by myself with me hobbling on my knee in case I fell or something. So it was just best that I didn't. Let's see. Off. What are you doing up?
Ice.
Oh, my honey got up because
I wasn't sleeping yet.
I sent I sent Kevin a text and it's like, you forgot to put ice in my cup. So we come down to put ice in my cup. Um, Even though we're not eating pie, it sounds like such a good idea. I have a homemade crust in the freezer, making a blueberry pie for my dad on his birthday. Awesome, Lisa. Awesome, awesome. Chocolate peanut butter cheesecake is my favorite. Me and Kevin do love cheesecake. Maybe I'll have Kevin pick up some cream cheese and I'll make a cheesecake. That sounds really good. Thank you, Russ, for always keeping us company. We'll put a few extras. Um, Gary, just give you heads up, darling. I want a pie to myself. When you put it down in front of me, I'm gonna guard it like this and growl. The pie's mine. I watch Juan's Hall from your inspirations. His reasonings for why he had to get things uh, crack me up. I would not have chosen all of his color combinations, but that is just me. Karen, yes, Kevin is sweet. Uh, do we get a Kevin sighting tonight? Well, Helen, if I ask nice, we might. We might get Kevin to poke his head in before he goes back upstairs to bed. Let's see. Been trying to work on something this week. Um, I'm over on this one tonight. Okay. There he is.
Good night.
And there he goes. Carson, I'm glad that you're trying. Just don't push it. Rob says hi. He can't get a connection at work, but we'll. Okay, Heidi, tell Rob we said hello. Give him a hug for us. See, I feel so bad for your. Yeah, we feel bad for Carson. Cheesecake filler in the dairy section. I make my own cheesecake. It's not that hard. Um, let's see. I'll fight you for cheesecake, sir. Bonnie. I'll tell you what. If I can get a cheesecake put together this weekend, I will share it with you guys. Um, I hope you're a bit better, Carson, but I know it's a long road. Everybody's saying hello to Kevin. Let's see. And now everyone's saying goodbye to Kevin. 78 in the house. Me too, but I can eat that. Oh, I know. I know. I can eat that batter. And then it's almost like, where did my cheesecake batter go? There's other and worse going on. Thank you, everybody, for saying he's handsome. I won his heart 19 years ago. We need to have all the yarn and recipes. We need to live. Oh, blessings. That's funny. I'm a weirdo. I don't like baked cheesecake. My cheesecake takes 2.5 pounds of cream cheese, sour cream. It takes 1.5 hours to bake. Sounds similar to mine, Patty. Homemade, not baked. It just goes in the fridge for 8 hours. Cindy is hungry. I don't bake, Carmen. And Susan is saying hello to everybody. It's 44 degrees where Tammy's at. Pumpkin spice cheesecake. I think I'm just going to make a New York style cheesecake because they come out nice and dense and creamy and ooh, so good. I need to go turn on the AC. Everyone's Barbara saying hello to Carmen. Let's see. Bonnie's Corner. We're going through it here in Branson, Missouri. Storms are bad. Tornado watches all over the place. It's supposed to hit my area around what was it, between 2 and 5 this morning. So it's like right after the live, it's supposed to get really bad. But Bonnie, I hope you don't get too. I hope you don't get a tornado. I always make New York style. Maybe make a chocolate cheesecake or a marbled or a half and half. Oh, and then Vicky is saying hello. Those came in after I said hello. Let's see. I made whole grain spaghetti with sauce and cheese tonight. I'm not feeling hungry even with chat. A pizza roll? You guys want a pizza roll? Here, take one. Take the bowl, pass it around. Come on. I can't have choir sounds good. It's smoky here in Tulsa. Lemon cheese. Ooh, yeah, I've not made a lemon cheesecake in eons. We are situated in a kettle that bad weather seems to always get around. I thought the wind was going to blow me away. Yeah, we're supposed to have gusts like 55 mph tonight. Um, let's see. Ellen, you are welcome. I've never had pizza rolls. Oh, they are so good. Oh, so good. It's supposed to be 75 tomorrow with rain in the afternoon with severe thunderstorms. Um, Russ, please don't send the storms over here to Southgate. Well, so we're kind of like near the lake, Lake Michigan, Superior Lakes. I don't know. We're next to one of the great big huge lakes. Okay, and when it comes off the lake, sometimes it splits, or sometimes it like starts to diminish, and then sometimes it just picks up intensity and just bowls us over. Um, been bad. Bonnie says the wind's been bad for hours. Hey, Robin, Robin, Robin. Oh, good to see you, Robin. Let's see. I want to make strawberry cobbler this weekend. I can't have strawberries, but if you make cherry or raspberry or apple or peach, let me know. I'll come on over. Have yarn will travel. Here in Bronson, we have 3 lakes. That's why people love to fish here. We had wind gusts of 60 miles an hour today. I felt it was going to blow my truck over. Uh, like a week or so ago, I thought the wind was going to take the roof off. We had wind gusts. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I know was wearing my trench coat. Let's see. And don't forget to give Ron a hug for us. You are by Lake Michigan. I am near Lake Erie. I thought it was Lake Michigan, but my mind, Robin and her ice water in the house. That's what I got. My hubby got up and put fresh ice in my cup. And I got 2 bottles of water in case I run out. Let's see. I will. He is sleeping. Okay, Robin. And oh my gosh, some of you, if you weren't here yesterday, I am not sponsored. I bought this with my own money. But look at this. 7-Up Tropical. That's what it's called. It tastes like peach mango. It's really good. If you wanted like a summertime refresher, I guess. If you put this in the freezer long enough to make it slushy, how good would that be? Strawberry rhubarb cobbler. Oh, leave out the strawberries and just make me rhubarb. Rhubarb, yummy. I have water too. I wanted a bottle of Coke, but don't have any left. And oh my goodness, Coca-Cola is so expensive. I know all the pop is getting expensive, but it seems like Coca-Cola is like at the very, very top. It's more expensive than anything. Lisa Marie, hello. But it's probably too early yet for rhubarb. I'll have to go out back, Carmen, because we grow rhubarb out back. I'll have to go check on it. But yeah, I think you're right. I think it's a little too early for rhubarb. I tried Cherry's 7-Up Zero today. How did you like it, Patty? I was looking for that today, but didn't find it. But I did get the peanut butter Oreos. Whoop, whoop. Peanut butter Oreos. peanut butter Oreos. Peanut butter Oreos. Let's see. Turned on the AC and got chocolate milk. Yummy. I was looking to see. Um, that sounds so good. Rhubarb pie. Hello, Bernice. Hello, hello. Let's see. It's too early for rhubarb. I like the, I like the pop. Great, Patty. I do too. Um, I like blackberry Dr Pepper. Um, I got that. Russ has all the things, okay? And I'll steal that from Juan. Come here. All right, come on. Say hi to your fans. Tell them hello. Say I was crying because Dad was talking, leaving me out. Okay. Strawberry rhubarb is my favorite pie and jam. On here in Ontario, Canada, it's $5.69 for 6 bottles of the and Pepsi um, right now, but it's sweeter than Coke. Yeah, Coca. For some reason, Coca Cola is way. Helen, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, let's see. Tippy belly rubs. Everyone's telling you hello, honey. Try the strawberries. Krista, I can't. I can't handle strawberries. Makes me sick. I have never had rhubarb. Um, you have it's a required taste, Krista. Um, I have never had rhubarb. Um, uh, they want me to give you hugs, honey. So Dad gives you hugs. Oh, I'll give you the hugs. Yes, Daddy gave you hugs. She's like, I'm going to sleep. I don't know about you guys. Dad's got me. I'm going to sleep. Mmm. 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 Rhubarb sauce on biscuits or vanilla ice cream. Never had that. Russ, have you ever had shoe fly pie? Um, it seems like I had, but I don't remember what was in it. Hello, Rose. If you cook it, you have to put lots of sugar in it because, yeah, rhubarb is sour. Um, shoe fly pie. Sleep sounds good. Sweet. Okay, Chris. Thank you for stopping in. Have a wonderful sleep. Have a beautiful day tomorrow. Has molasses. Wonder if that's what Mom calls her Mom makes a molasses pie. Wonder if that's the same. Well, y'all, the boyfriend is coming early tomorrow. Okay, Carson, fix some breakfast. Have a good night's sleep. Have a beautiful day tomorrow. I love molasses. I love to take a can of beans and cut up some bacon and put molasses and brown sugar in there, stir it together, put it in the oven, and bake it for a couple hours. Have vitamin C. Don't know, Helen. And Sue, I'm feeling okay. I'm just having trouble with my knee. Um, all right, Carson. Have a good night. Deborah, doesn't that have a gooey molasses bottom? Yields 8 servings. 1 cup molasses, 3/4 cup hot water, baking soda, egg, beaten, pie crust, packed brown. Yeah, that's what Mom calls molasses pie. I take it you love to cook. Oh, I do. I do. And when I can get my own spot um, worked out, I'm gonna have a mini kitchen because we're gonna do some baking. Not so much cooking, but we're gonna do some baking. I want cinnamon rolls. I want cookies. I want pie. I want cake. I would love some pecan pie. Pecan pie. Kevin don't like nuts, so I'd be the only one eating it. Well, I would share it with his mom. Russ, you can use the canned beans with brown sugar and mustard and ketchup and cut up hot dogs and mix it up and put it in the oven for an hour and a half. That sounds good. And you could probably substitute the hot dogs for like the sausages. I have 2 Chinese cookies left from last night. Oh, I'll be over it in the morning, Carmen. Have coffee on, and we'll each have a cookie. Remember, I have yarn. We'll travel. She's giving you all the one eye. I love this girl. She makes my day. Yeah, Vicky, we could eat it. Pecan pie is the easiest pie to bake. Old fashioned cream pie is easy too. I think Mom called that custard pie. I came up with a different way to make rolls that are very soft. Would you? Well, of course, Helen. I could meet you somewhere. Carlos is working tomorrow. Oh, this girl kills me. She's like, you guys keep waking me up. She is giving you the stare down. Add ground beef to beans, and it's called cowboy beans. Actually, Tina, that sounds pretty good. Russ, I don't know about that. We grew up with my mom making it every other week. She always made homemade buns to go with it. I love making bread. I love making bread. And doing a 2 hour. Are you okay, honey? Are you okay, baby girl? There you go. Um, and with doing a 2 hour, I could get the dough going. I wouldn't do a two. I wouldn't be able to do a 2 hour, or I'd have to do kind of like a quick bread. That way, I can let it rise at least once. Or I could do the dough before I go to work and let it rest in the refrigerator. Then when I got home, pull it out. Or I could have Kevin pull it out before he goes to bed, because he goes to bed about 10 o'clock. So I could actually have him pull it out and let it be getting to room temperature. And then when I come home, I can do what I have to do, and then we can cook the bread. Um, Custard is different. Has Okay, Patty. Thank you. Um, I missed something. I think I don't know about. Okay, let's see. I also love brown sugar cream pie. I learned it from my grandma. She looked like her eyes were rolling back in her head from bliss. uh, let's see. Great Depression hot water pie is good. I've never had it. I take 2 cans beans with bacon and brown sugar, ground beef, cooked and drained, onion, a bottle of original, and a bottle of honey barbecue sauce. Cook and serve. Sounds good, Krista. Let's see. Bake, not die. More thumbs for our. Karen's asking for more thumbs. We have 98 people in here. Yeah, that's awesome, guys. For me, that is awesome. Is anyone making? Sue, I am. I told Kevin tonight we need a sack of taters, a couple pounds of baby carrots, and we need to pull the corned beef out of the freezer. And we're gonna have a corned beef. I guess like a boiled corned beef bake. I guess because I'll just put the I'll cook the corned beef and pull it out, and then I'll put the potatoes and the carrots and the cabbage in the juice and bake those, and then I'll put the um, corned beef in to finish. So that way everything comes out piping hot. My dad used to make real Boston baked beans. Oh, Bear, hello. Hi, Russ. From me and Stormy, the Wonder Cat from our past Timbuktu. Let's see. Thank you. We're on late night because the way you talk about food, you'd have me at the grocery store. But they're closed. I am Kindle. Ron won't eat it, but me and my aunt will. 59 thumbs. I'm making it too. I gotta have some corned beef hash. Oh, I got 24 cans of corned beef hash. So, Russ has the things. Corned beef and cabbage is even better. Yes, it is. Everything seems to be better the second day or the third day. Make your grocery list. I make homemade baked beans in a bean pot in the oven. I've not seen a bean pot in forever. I mix the corned beef hash with ground beef. Sounds good. I am sorry, but I got to go to sleep. My new meds are working faster now. Okay, Tammy, have a good night's sleep. Have a wonderful day tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday. And everybody is telling Tammy good night. No pie here, but we are eating maple iced donuts. After that, we will try dill pickle popcorn. I love when Oliver comes over, I can blame him for all of those extra pounds. Oh. Oh, excuse me. Where did you get the iced maple donuts? And you didn't even offer me any? I am just hurt. I am really hurt now. Let's see. And our dogs. Minnow and our dogs are making progress. He didn't hiss at that today. I love dill pickle popcorn. I love deep fried dill pickles. I love dill pickles. Thank you, everybody. If anybody asks how's my diet, I'm telling them the truth. Russ ruined it. I'm not there, Bonnie. I made a yoga stick in Aberdeen. Now I gotta make the second. All right, Krista. Mm. Everybody blames Russ. I don't do anything. I'm just here talking. What is a yoga stick? True that. Oh, thank you, Ellen. Uh, oh, sock, not stick. Hello, Lady Crochet. Hello, hello. It's all Russ's fault. Everything's Russ's fault. And I will be making another pickle jar mini blanket. I will be. I will be. My brother gave me the health talk today. I need to exercise more and not craft as much. Is he wanting a death wish or something? Because I'm telling you, if someone told me to stop knitting and crocheting, um, I'd probably be in jail. It wouldn't be pretty. I never heard of yogurt pie, Stacy. Mm. Another pickle jar blanket. Tell us more. So, oh, I can't reach it. It's back there. So anyhow, Aberdeen Wool out of Canada. They have these hand dyed mini hanks. There's like 24 yards in a hank, and I randomly chose. There's a whole almost like a year long um, videos on me making this blanket. A lot of people were there from the start to the finish. But anyhow, I took 220 of those 24 yard minis, all different colors. And I picked them at random. I didn't look, I just grabbed, and whatever one I pulled out, that's the one that went in. Because I wanted a true scrap granny blanket. Um, so I don't have enough leftover yarn to really do a scrap blanket. So I had to figure out what is a way that I can do this. And one of my subscribers had mentioned, oh, well, Aberdeen has these cute little minis. So I bought one pickle jar, and it had like 40 minis in it, a pattern, a knitting needle, and it was all in this packed in this jar. And it said pickle jar mini, I think. Well, anyway, I used those 40, and it's like I'm gonna need more. So I was gonna order 3 more jars because I thought that's how the only way you could get the minis, right? Well, when I went back to their site, I saw that they actually had refill packs. So it's like, that's the way to go. So I ordered several hundred of the refills. And I just kept adding, adding, and adding until the blanket was done. And so now I sold that one. And so I'm going to make another one, which will be different because that's what I love about these. that is an original. The next one that I make will be original. So, because you can't duplicate. So, I get to make another one, which I have no problems doing. I kind of enjoyed it, honestly. But I think this time around, I'm going to do it differently. I know it took me 220 minis. So I'm going to pull 200, I'm going to pull 220 at a, one after the other. I'm going to tie them together, make sure the knots are tight, wind it up, pick another one. I'm going to do that until I have 220 minis wound up. But I'm only going to put like 22. I'm only going to take like 22 mini hanks and put them in a ball. And then when I get those 22 in a ball, I'm going to put it on my cake winder. And then I'm going to cake it up. And then when I have 10 cakes, that's 220 mini hanks, which will be plenty for the blanket. So I don't have to worry about, stopping and tying in ends and, stuff like that. So, hence, I get to do another one. Kind of glad that I sold the first one, because now I can do another one. Now I gotta go clear back up here because the chat was going and Russ was doing this. Sorry, Russ. Next time when we are at Walmart, we'll buy extra and send them to you. They might be kind of dry when you get them, but it's the thought that counts. Well, Marcelina, this is what you do. You order them from our Walmart and have it for a pickup. And then the little things that they send to you. So when you drive on their parking lot, you go into a space that's numbered for order pickup. And then with the code, you just send what number you're in. You send it to the store. And then they'll just bring the stuff out. I just have to know when you're doing it. But you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. I'm just saying, that's how things... Because I ordered my niece a set of pots and pans that she wanted for Christmas. Because she did all that wrapping for me. I didn't have to wrap a Christmas gift this year. I bought 24 rolls of wrapping paper and 10 rolls of tape. Dropped it off, and she sat on the floor and she wrapped all the gifts. And the paper that was left is like, you can have it. Thanks for wrapping my gifts. So, but she had said that she was trying to save up money to buy the pans at Walmart. And it's like, what pans are they? So she told me. Well, she went out to the kitchen to cook dinner. So I asked her husband. It's like, do you know what she's talking about? So between me and him, we figured it out. Because I told him what I was doing. I wanted to buy her pans. And that's what I did. Because he told her after dinner that they need to go to Walmart because they need to pick stuff up. But this was his first time doing it. But I just sent him all the stuff that I got from Walmart. And when he figured out, they brought it right out to the car. No questions asked. I get that from my hubby today. Not the crafting, but the exercise. We could go to the park. And, do something small. And crochet while we walk. Then let somebody tell us that you need to do less crafting and more exercise. It's like, I'm exercising as much as I'm crafting. Thank you much. See what I mean? I remain calm. No fingers or. uh, Ron and I went shopping today, and I said, "Oh, let's see if they have the peanut butter Oreos that Russ was talking about." uh, Bernice, I think I have to. Um, I got. I wasn't feeling good today. My knee was really hurting, and I pretty much slept all day. So tomorrow I'm going to look at it. I think I have to take out one more row, and then I can start back over. Let's see. Okay, I was there. Um, Rob told me 2 days ago no more yarn for a while. I asked today if I could order some. He said yes. A while must mean 2 days. I ordered some yarn from Yarn Inspirations today, but it was their slipper yarn to actually crochet slippers or knit slippers because Kevin's mom wants to give his dad a pair of slippers for Christmas. So while Yarn Inspirations was having the 48% or the 40% off sale plus the extra 10%, I bought some slipper yarn. So I'm gonna, when I get it, I'll make I'll make a pair of slippers. Okay, it's lemon yogurt and lime yogurt mixed with a tub of Cool Whip. Um, Put in a graham cracker crust and put in the freezer till set. It's super yummy, especially if you like key lime pie. I love key lime. Check out Aberdeen Wool to see if they'll have a sale like they had last St. Patty's Day. I agree, I need to move more. My body stiffens up if I sit too long, especially my knees. That's awesome. Let's see. That was such a pretty blanket. I wonder if Aberdeen will send to the States. Vicky, they will. I don't know what the cost is or what the cost will be. But I have 3,000 mini hanks in my stash. So I'm good. I watched you make it from start to finish. Lorraine, a lot of people did. Do you think Aberdeen will ship? I believe they will, Vicky. Is Russian join better than a magic knot for wool? I'm just curious. I don't know what a Russian joint is, to be honest. I just use the magic knot because that's the knot that pulls in on itself. And if you do it right, it shouldn't break or come apart. Because as it pulls, it only gets tighter. So let's see here. Oh, I lost my train of thought. But that's what I use on my blankets. A lot of time, if I'm knitting, I'd rather sew my ends in. Crochet is crochet is looser stitches, so they're not as tight as a knit stitch. So I'm afraid that with it being looser, it's going to pull out. So I would rather use a really, really good knot for that. That's just my opinion, though. What is slipper yarn? So it's actually, so it's, I believe they make it out of offline, if I said that right. most of the time. It's more durable. It's like Windtuck. It used to be made out of offline or something like that. It doesn't degrade. It doesn't. That stuff takes. It's almost like a cockroach. That yarn is almost like a cockroach. You can't destroy it unless you physically are aiming to destroy it. I think that's why they stopped making it. They said it was for the environment, but I honestly think it was the industry itself. It's like, no, we can't have this. Because think about it. If a garment under normal wear and tear, wash and dry, is never going to get ruined, you're not going to be needing to make many projects. I have my own theories, and I'm entitled to have my own opinion, and that is what my opinion is. Um, okay, let's see. They sent out an email stating they will and won't raise the prices due to tariffs. I just use surgical knots. Russian join, yes. I went to Michael's after dinner at Longhorns tonight and bought 5 cakes of Karen Spice and ginger snap for $7 each on clearance. I tried to get some ginger snap from Yarn Inspirations and they canceled it. Okay, never. The weight is the slipper yarn is a 4-weight. Let's see. Let's see, that's nice. Craig has a tutorial on the Russian join. Yes, he does. Craig does have a video about the Russian join. By the way, hi, Mimi. Oh, did Mimi come in? Olafin. Show us your knot that tightens. Debbie, I do have on my Come Learn With Me, I have a video on that knot that always tightens in on itself. I think it's called the magic knot, I believe. Here, all right, Mimi. I'm glad to see you. Let's see. It is the magic knot. I use the thumb knot. I don't know what the thumb knot is. There is a lot of different ways to tie a knot. I'm telling you. There's a square knot and what's the other one? A seaman's knot or something like that. A knot that they use out at sea. There's like several different knots. In science class, we had to learn how to tie all of them. There was like 10 different knots he made us tie. It is the magic knot I use. See, do you look for its raining yarn tutorials? You just go to my channel and go to my playlist and look for Come Learn With Me. I do not call them tutorials. Come Learn With Me. I have how to knit and how to crochet. And I'll be adding to those hopefully sometime this year. I'm going to start adding to them. I'm going to pick up where I left off and I'm going to demonstrate different stitches. I'm not going to do any projects with them. I am just going to do teach you how to do the stitch. And I will repeat that a couple of times and I'm calling it done. Nancy, she's got yarn, has a 50-second video how to thumb knot. I really don't like to tie a knot because it creates an extra thickness. It does, Vicky. That's why in crochet, I will tie a knot because the fabric is more loose. But in knitting, I will leave a 6-inch tail to weave in because the spaces are much tighter. That's just my point of view. I use a knitter's knot. I learned it from my dad, who was a knitter in a sweater factory. That's awesome, Bernice. I always use a square knot and cut as close to the knot as possible. It doesn't go anywhere. Russ, that sounds great. I'll do that. And if you have trouble, Patty, just send me an email. Oh, but I've got some yarn. Let me. I don't know how good it's going to be showing you. Come on. But you have your two pieces. You got your two pieces. And you lay them like this. So you're going to bring one over the top, down under, and we're going to over this one, and then we're going to pull this knot or pull that loop through just like that, and you're going to pull as tight as you can. And then this side you have to go under and then come across. And make sure you pick up the right one. And then you're going to pull that as tight as you can. And then you're going to pull these two together. Then you're going to clip these little things off right here. And if you've done it right, now if you've done it right, you always pull on it. And if it don't pull apart, if you do it wrong, it's going to pull apart. So always pull on it. It ain't going nowhere. That's it, because it's tightened in on itself. Okay, now I gotta I learned from my dad, I always use a square knot. See, my thumb knot doesn't work. It almost always comes undone. I'm still working on the Norwegian style knitting. I leave the same for knitting and crochet. I do a slip knot when crocheting is done. I use, let's see, you need to have everyone email their favorite recipe with a picture of their food so you can share and fill your personal recipe box. Russ, that's basically a surgical knot. I think it's called the magic knot. It might be a surgical knot. I don't know. But that's the knot that I use. It's about the only one that I will use. Right over left, left over right, pull together tight, tight, tight. That's how I remember it. Yep. And you know, for not measuring these, I did a pretty good close job of having those pretty even. And this yarn is 100% acrylic. It's called Robin. and it was a 400-gram skein that I believe was discontinued. And I bought it at the Wool Warehouse, I believe. Let's see. Hello, 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 hello. Let's see. That's the Carmen says that's the knot she uses. I've seen that knot before, never used it. That's a square knot. It's the one I use. That's what I use to a square knot. I don't know what it's called, honestly. Magic knot, square knot, surgical knot. It's the knot that I use because I've never had it come undone. But maybe I'll do, ouch. Maybe I will do a come learn with me video on different knots. Maybe I'll have different lengths of yarn, different thicknesses, and give it a shot. I use the same knot when beading. It's the rust knot. Hello, Christina. Oh, it's okay if you're late. Don't ever be sorry. I'm just glad that you showed up. I never had it come undone either. And Sarah, hello, hello, Sarah. And Sarah is saying hello to everybody. And Christina said hello to everybody as well. But that's the knot that I used. And knock on wood, it never comes undone. Russ, have you or Navajo plied yarn? Patty, no, I have not. Is that the one where you split the fibers? Because I know there's one where you split the fibers. And there's only, there's not very many fibers in this one. It's only 3. This was nice yarn, everybody. I wish they didn't continue. They still make Robin. They still make Robin yarn, but I don't think they make the 400-gram skeins. I could be wrong. But I got all my Robin yarn on clearance. And the 400 grams. But I know there's something about you separate the plies. It's just another knot, another way of doing a knot. But I've never done it this way. But I know it had something to do with splitting. You split them, and then somehow you put them together somehow. Let's see. Working with a tiny hook takes forever. Yes, it does. I use 3.5. So when I do my minis, this is like a 2-weight yarn. I use a 3.5 crochet hook. Let's see, Sharon. Hi, Russ. I've been out to lunch with family. Watch you from Australia. Sharon, no need to be sorry. That I'm just glad that you showed up, and I hope you had a wonderful time with your family. That's more important. I'll be your second family, especially around Christmas time and birthdays. Who doesn't like to get an extra gift down? That's too fiddly for me. Um, Creative Grandma pulls her yarn through her chain twice before cutting it at the end of a row, then pulls tight. Never heard of that one. I have to, Carmen. It's a yarn I got from Sissy. Hello, Moonrose Crafts. We had a lovely Chinese lunch. It's really hot today. Bring on winter. It's coming. Because when we go into our summer, you guys go into your winter. Let's see. Nope. You make a loop and reach in and grab a third piece to make sock yarn into like worsted. What you are doing, and apply spit to the ends and roll the plies together is another way. Oh, you had me all lost. Grab a third piece. Let's see. The yarn was beautiful. Vicky just finished my second chicken. Weight yarn does take time. She changed twice, then cuts off and pulls through, then tightens the knot. And Lene, hello, hello. Okay, yeah, I put that away. I couldn't remember what I did with that hank of yarn. I meant my 2-weight yarn. Let's see. So, one of my lovely subscribers and close friend sent me some yarn from Temu. I don't know who sent it, but whoever sent it, it's beautiful, and thank you. Bonnie, you're doing great. I do that when I change colors. That newspaper crochet magazine that is new is featuring Creative Grandma in the center. Awesome. You turn a sock weight skein into worsted weight by just using one ball of sock yarn. Oh, okay. Yep. Okay. I understand what you're doing. It's kind of like a chain. It's kind of like a chainette effect. Thank you, Vicky. You got me hooked on these chickens. Really? Oh, there it is. Let's see if I can do that. Let's see if I can do that. And then this one, as you work. Oh, I think I did. I think I grabbed it wrong. But anyway, as you work, you just keep doing that. I believe I did that right. Let's see. Yes, a chain. Sorry, I wasn't very good at explaining it. I know. Patty, no need to be sorry, darling. I mess up all the time, and I say, hey, look, sorry. I said that all wrong. I'm not afraid to admit when I did something wrong. It's the only way to be. If you're wrong, you're wrong. Admit it and move on. People might not be happy, but they'll, a lot of times they'll get over it and move on, but still associate with you. But if you lie to them about it and then they find out the truth anyway, then it's like, okay, now you lied to them on top of not telling the truth. So now it's like, yeah, I don't want nothing to do with you. Good luck. Um, I use a square knot as I used to have to tie them on our baler, as one side didn't tie right. You learn quick, as you don't want to pick up a hay bale and have it fall apart. No, you don't. Hello, Cecilia. Russ, you're right. When someone lies to you, game over. See ya. Yeah, just, be honest. And, okay, maybe the information that I was given was wrong. So just tell people, hey, look, what I said was totally wrong. It's actually supposed to be like this. Sorry for, you know, saying the wrong stuff. I was given the wrong stuff. Instead of trying to lie about it, now you've alienated a bunch of people, and it's like, so long. A lot of times people can get over the fact because you told the truth. But it makes it 10 times worse when you try and lie about it and cover it up. And then people's going to find out about it. It's like, okay, see ya. Good luck. I like to learn different ways to do stuff. Exactly, Patty. Great to. It's awesome to see you, Christina. Let's see. Good. All right, Aggie. Have a good night. Have a beautiful day tomorrow. And there's my lovely Marianne. Hello, Marianne. Watched your video this afternoon about cheaper crochet and knitting tools, and just remembered you're live. Well, hopefully you liked it. Hopefully you liked the information I gave about them. I don't even give second chances to liars. It's kind of hard to, Lene. My Fire TV decided to stop when you looked surprised for a second there. I was wondering if you could see me in my mismatched pajamas with the owl top and the bottom. Nope, promise I didn't see it. Let's see. Once a lie, you can't trust them. It's hard. It's really hard to trust somebody. It's like, I'd rather have somebody be mad at me for telling them what I did. They might not like it, but you know what? At least they still have their trust and faith in me. Let's see. Everybody makes mistakes. When you admit you've made a mistake, you're the bigger. Yeah, I'm not trying to be sneaky and sly. And I was married to one, and one of my sisters is the same. They lie so much that I don't think they know what the truth is. I have cheap hooks, and guess what? They work. And that was my whole point, Manuela. You don't have to spend $300. You don't have to spend $100 to have nice hooks or needles. AliExpress, they no longer sell what looks like Addy, the shape with the square needles. They don't sell those anymore, and I don't even see the click and twist cords on AliExpress. They do have square needles in a generic pouch with a turnkey, but I've not seen them ever since I did that video. It's like, when I actually brought it to you guys' attention that, hey, AliExpress has them for like $50 instead of $300. It doesn't say Addy. I believe it said Chowgu. But nonetheless, it was the same case as Addie. Ever since I did that video, they are no longer, you can no longer find them. And I even asked AliExpress. It's like, because I took a picture. I screenshotted it. And I sent it to them. It's like, this is what I'm talking about. And they said, oh, it was, that picture you sent was fake. Somebody's trying to lie to you. I got it off your site. Oh, no, we didn't have those. Really? Cheap folks do the job. I have them a long time. Not. Let's see. My mother's dad carved her a hook, and she learned using baling twine. You know, you can take baling twine and make one heck of a ground cover blanket. Let's see. I'm missing something. Vicky's soap was very effective back in the day. I'm going to buy a knitting set with cords, but what the heck am I going to do with all my mom's looming? Do you know how to loom? That's one thing my boss liked about me. She had 17 managers, and I would stand up and say when I had done something wrong, and I didn't try to put it off on somebody else. Yeah, I don't do that either at work. And my crew, you know, I could easily have shoved my crew under the bus and blamed them for a lot of stuff, but I don't. Because when my boss would be like, you need to really tell your crew, blah, 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 you know, wait a minute. They did what I told them to do. And she's like, what? They did what I told them to do. I'm not going to have them take the blame when it was my doing. They followed my directions. So if my telling them what to do was wrong, then you need to tell me so I don't do it again. And she looked at me, she says, well, it wasn't really wrong. It's just not how I would have done it. So you're getting angry for why? Yes, it might not be the way you done it, but it still got done and the quality was still there. So what difference does it make how we packed it in a box? But I didn't throw my crew under the bus. Let's see. Hello, Katina. My daughter did something I told her not to do and didn't come home for 3 days, and I got a different story every day. At the end, I told her, just don't tell the adjuster that the deer was driving. Ha! That's a good one, Helen. Oh, and there's Rachel, lovely Rachel. Hello, hello. Let's see. Grandma used her flour bags to embroidery on and used them for dish towels. Exactly. These old timers, they didn't waste nothing. If I were to bring my grandma back to these days, she would probably not be around because we throw so much away. And, you know, back in the Great Depression, everything, you didn't basically throw nothing away unless it was absolutely trash. So these little clippings, they would actually take these little clippings and they would take thread. And if you had a hole in your shirt, so they would lay these across and they would stitch them. Make things last longer. and darning socks. Who nowadays darn socks? Pretty much nobody. But they didn't throw socks away when it got a hole. You gave it to mom or grandma, and hey, can you fix these for me? Sure enough, they would fix them. We live in a throwaway society these days. My great aunt taught me how to crochet when I was 7 years old. We crocheted plastic bread wrappers and made rugs. Exactly, Bonnie. And the plastic bags that you get at the grocery store, if you cut down the one side and make them long, get a big fat hook, you can make rugs or a ground cover very easy. And with it being so thick, it's almost like a mat. So when you stand on it to do like dishes, you can really tell the difference. Um, we washed out paper towels and hung them to dry. I used my loose yarn ends for adding stuffing. Yes, I darned socks. Very good, Patty. Oh, and the crafty witch come in. I missed her. How did I miss her? There she is. Sorry I missed you, crafty. Um, let's see. Um, that reminds me of my mother's last advice to me. She told me never to wear flour sack on. No, no. But that's all you had. That's all you had. You made do. Um, would you ever see kids these days wearing bread bags over our socks inside our winter boots? No, you would. I remember we used to save bread wrappers because that we were poor. So if we had leftovers, um, stuff would be put in there. When mom would make big batches of cookies, we didn't have 45 different Tupperware bowls, so we put them in these bread wrapper or bread sacks. Um, let's see. My socks never get holes, but the elastic always wears out, and they become useless because they won't stay on. Uh, you can always add some elastic thread, Lita. Let's see. Got my kitty cat humidifier, oil, and bath. Pretty sure I have a head. Oh, Rachel, sorry about the head cold. Those plastic bags from the grocery store probably would have been better, but I don't think we had. No, Bonnie, you didn't. You didn't. Um, but nowadays we do, and a lot of people just throw them in the trash. It's like, how about we start using stuff? The overflow of plastic bags. Make you a rug. Um, just Allison Russell has a tutorial on crochet plastic bags. Plastic bags make plarn for crocheting homeless mats. Exactly, Patty. Hello, and then the crafty witch is saying hello. I'm okay, just feel like crap. Let's see. Bread wrappers make good water barriers in winter boots while sledding too. Exactly. Now um, you try and tell that to a kid nowadays, and they look at you like you're stupid. Or inside of a bathroom was busy, you could scurry to the outdoor biffy. Very true, Lene. I save those plastic bags. I use them all the time for different things. I know people that Crochet plastic bags for homeless mats. Yep. And Kelly C, hello. And Crystal, hello. We are doing marvelous. We are doing marvelous. Patty's telling everybody thumbs up. We actually have 92 thumbs with 96 people. Amazing. So I'm really excited to get my slipper yarn. Only thing I throw away is garbage. Let's see. How's Mama's? Patty, I have to take a look at it tomorrow because I think I have to pull out one more row. What size do you make the homeless mats? Like a baby blanket size. Just something for them to set on. And a lot of times they'll even use it to cover up. You can make them any size you want. It's just if you make it too big, they're not going to want to carry it around because they have to be able to roll it up and, you know, either put it in their buggy that they're pushing around, put it in their, you know, whatever. When I was a little kid, my grandma would take me to her cabin at Lake Tahoe. We had an outhouse for years. Then my dad put in a real plumbing and a real toilet. Let's see. I forgot to tell you I didn't buy the yarn or oranges, but I got the Oreo cookies. You're such an influence. I try to be, Lene. I try to be. I wash out my plastic bags and reuse them. Sandwich bags, freezer bags, produce bags. Yep. Nothing wrong with that, Debbie. Nothing wrong with that. Yes, they did. I would make sure my boys had their long johns on, then wrap their feet in bread plastic bags, and then they would put on their boots. I'm talking that was done in the 70s. I grew up in the 70s. That's what Mom did to us kids. She would put like 2 or 3 pairs of socks on us, and then put she would take a bread wrapper in each foot, and then we'd put it in our boot. And sometimes she would put us a pair of socks on, put the bread wrapper on, then put another sock over it. Then we'd put our feet in the boot. And let me tell you, it really saved your feet. Because we'd go outside and play almost all day. Or we would be shoveling sidewalks around the neighborhood. But we always had to shovel the lady across the street. She lived on a big corner. She had a huge sidewalk. It would take us a couple hours to shovel it. Then we'd have to walk over to my grandma's house and shovel her. She was on the corner, and we had to shovel her walk too. So we were gone like most of the day. And Mom didn't want our feet to get wet. Let's see. Good night, Moonrose. Some people don't appreciate things they have. No, they're too busy trying to keep up with everybody. Yes, they did garment. I would make sure my boys had their long. Okay, I read that. Vicky, we had one bathroom for 11 people. So the outdoor biffy was busy too. Let's see. Let's see. The rubber boots with the clips. Exactly, Lene. That's what we had. Back in the day, we wear socks over our hands. Hey, you did what you had to do. I guess so. Country driveways are long. Yes, they are. We have a country driveway. You don't see kids out shoveling. You kidding? Take them away from their phone or their Game Boy or their TV, their computer? Ha! I did that. We was poor, but the kids' feet stayed dry. Exactly, Debbie. And the money we got for shoveling, we were allowed to keep it, or we could give it to, I guess you call it the pot. So a lot of times, we were poor. So a lot of times we would just give it to mom, and she would tuck it away. So every now and then, we would always have a treat for dinner. And, you know, money had to come from somewhere. So if we didn't give mom money, we would never got special treats. Cookies and chips. We had them, but not, you know, not every time. I remember we had a spring blizzard and our neighbors got stuck in Wisconsin. My brother and I walked a half mile in 2 feet of snow to care for their animals. Nowadays, people wouldn't do that. My mom did that too. I did that. We was poor. Let's see. Up, severe thunderstorm watch for your location just popped up. And they said about 2 o'clock it'd start, and it's 1:15. Let's see. I remember when at Christmas we got Dad's socks for stockings. My siblings say we are tight. They call my husband Squeak because we are a little. Patty, here's the thing. It's your money. Do what you want with it. You earned it. Your husband earned it. But a lot of times people think that you owe them something. And you don't owe them anything. Mom would always save the comics out of the Sunday paper because on Sundays the comics always come colored. It was colored. All the comics on Sunday was colored. She would save the comics. And that's what was used for wrapping paper. Birthdays and Christmas. We were poor. I remember. Okay, let's see. We didn't get paid to shovel. My youngest son would go door to door and ask to shovel snow for them. They always paid him. My oldest nephew worked until he went into the Navy. Summertime, we went to the lake. Saturdays, we actually took a home bath. We did too. It was either Friday night or Saturday. Sometimes we did it Friday, and then some of the other kids did it on Saturday. And then we would flop. Added, we don't have power. When we were kids, my parents never let us have junk food. We got oranges instead of candy in our stockings. It's raining here in Wisconsin. Yeah, Gene, it's we're not far behind. It's going to be raining here soon. I grew up on a farm. We never got paid, but I paid my son or neighbor boys to shovel or mow. Nashville is in the path of both of the big storms. I got my mail this afternoon so I can just hunker down tomorrow. Good for you, Helen. I still use newspaper for my grandson's gifts. It just gets torn off. Exactly, Patty. None shovels like that now. Oranges, apples, peanuts in a shell. We had wildfire here in Oklahoma. Hopefully it wasn't too bad, Kelly. Hi, Mama. So here's Sweet Pea. Here's my baby girl, Sweet Pea. She don't like being she don't like being held. She does not like being held. But this is Tippy's mama. This is my big girl's mama. Hi, hi, honey. We got walnuts. My brother called my mom the dumpster queen. We ate out of the grocery store dumpster. No food banks. Well, Debbie, you guys didn't go hungry. That, people just don't understand. Yeah, Patty, she is Siamese. What about Halloween? These kids buy costumes. My mom never bought costumes. We had to improvise. We didn't have money for things like that. Blessing, neither did we. We got wrapped up in a sheet. We used pillowcases, hand me downs. So if there was costumes, they were hand me downs. Yay, we need 4 more thummies for 100. I told my boys that if they wanted a cell phone or video game, they had to get jobs to pay for it. They all have been working since we each between 14 and 16. I had a job at, was it 15? At the pizza restaurant, washing dishes. Let's see. Rose, I never changed those memories, as poor as we were. Exactly, Lene. We were poor, we were happy. We always made our own costumes. My oldest son was so lazy, but my youngest son was the go-getter. My daughter went to work at 14 because they had a work class for the kids. I went either, Lene. We went super poor. We weren't super poor, by my mom and dad went through the depression, so they were frugal, and we'd be out till all hours. Yep, that's true, Carmen. I think that's why they actually made that commercial. It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? When that street light come on, you better be in your yard, in the house, or if mom got out on the porch, she better see you. Because if she had to start screaming for you, you're in trouble. Last time I ever went trick-or-treating, I was a ghost. I was 12. A little boy told his mom, "Look at the big ghost." I never went again, so embarrassed. There's big ghosts, little ghosts, medium ghosts, skinny ghosts, fat ghosts. Oh, we have, it shows 100 on my end. They are all 16 years to 30 years old. Most kids nowadays won't do that and want their parents to pay for them and pay for them and pay for them and pay for them. I actually got a 20, I think he was 24 years old. And he's like, the only reason why I'm here is because mom told me I had to have a job. Yeah, you're 24. It's like, what, were you in college at least? He goes, no, I was at home playing video games. My dad, about, if you're 24, about 7 years back, you better have a job. The only way my dad would give us leeway is if we were taking double classes or studying to like go to college. Other than that, we better be working on getting a job. I started babysitting at age 9 and turned it into a small business. Let's see. at the age of 9. Let's see. Over 1 year, my son's costume was toy handcuffs in his back pocket. I asked him what he was. He said he was undercover cop. Hey, it worked. My mom uh, rang a bell so we knew when she wanted us to come. I was very young. 50 cents an hour. Yeah, that was going right back then. Halloween was the only time the streetlight rule didn't apply. Oh no, that street rule applied every day for us. Kids these days get Manuela, yes, they are way pampered. My mom would honk the car horn too long, too short for us to come in. I was babysitting 4 siblings and my neighbor by 8. We are sharing awesome memories, Lene. These are awesome. I sent my kids to school with grocery paper bags turned into masks. One looked like a lion. I curled the paper with scissors and pasted it around the mane. Very nice. That's good craft, Debbie. When I started working while in school, my mom made us pay rent. So we were allowed to stay in the house as long as we had a full-time job and we were saving money. We didn't have to pay rent. But you better, when Dad wanted to see your savings account book, he better see savings going in and none coming out. That don't mean put it in and take it back out. You what you got paid, you took so much and you put it in the savings. That wasn't when you're out of money for the week. It wasn't oh well, I spent too much money on Tuesday, so now I need $50 out of my savings. It didn't work that way. Dad taught us. When I started working, let's see, I was babysitting. I got 25 cents an hour. By the time I got 14, I was making a whole $1 an hour. I am now 80 in 2 months. Are you at least getting $2 an hour now, Vicky? Babysitting by 10, then part-time jobs 15, sometimes 2 to 3 at a time. My kids did that too. Do whatever you got to do to make ends meet. Exactly, Carmen. My dad would tell me if he got caught in his mom's kitchen without permission, he would get spanking with an old cast iron skillet. Well, money and food was tight back then. You know, it was probably around the Great Depression. So you just didn't go to the kitchen because you were a little hungry. That food had to be rationed for everybody for as long as possible. These kids nowadays, I'm telling you, some would make it because they actually have common sense. Some of them I don't think will. They don't have no, I don't know what the word is. Great memories. I love going to babysit. When you say to kids, go play outside, they're asking what we're going to be doing outside. Let's see. 1 year, Xmas was a tumbleweed with red yarn, bows, and strung popcorn. But it worked. It worked. If we made $125, we had to pay $40. The rest of our check was mine. Russ, I sent you an email. Okay, Mimi, I'll look here in just a second. I wish I could use $2 an hour. Mm, and you ate what you got. There was no making through. No blessings. What Mama made is what Mama made. You either ate it or you go hungry. And let me tell you, if Mama has the kitchen cleaned, or she had us clean it, it wasn't. You can go out and get something because you didn't eat when the others were eating. You went hungry until the next day or the next meal. That's the way it was. Kids nowadays are too pampered. Let's see. I did farm jobs and babysitting. Milk cows for farmers could take their family on vacation, but my brother and I made the older neighbor guys hay, but we would take money. We were 14 and 15. Two options, take it or leave it. Exactly, that's it. That's all you had. We would not take money from the elder neighbor. The older ladies around our neighborhood, they wouldn't take no for an answer. But we didn't get paid a lot from them. I think it was like there was 3 or 4 of us, and I think at that time she gave us $5 for the for doing her walk. But we tried to tell her no. We even went home and told Dad was working, so we'd tell Mom, it's like, hey, we told her we didn't want no. We gave Mom the money and said, we told her no, we didn't want no money, and she made us take it. And Mom just kind of giggled and she's like, "That's just her." So, but we wanted Mom to know that we didn't ask for money because you an older person, you just didn't do that. Same with my mom. You eat what is made or go to bed with nothing. Let's see. I was a single mom and lived at home. My parents said I would have to go back to work and they would watch my son. I paid my mom room and board for me and my son. I also paid for Mom watching my son. I don't see anything wrong with that. It was still cheaper than being out on your own. That's how I looked at it. Oh, let's see, there's too much. My adult kids that still live here pay me rent. That covers their usage of utilities and food. If they want to eat out, they buy for everyone that is home at the moment. Don't see nothing wrong with that either, Heidi. Russ, how can you remember your childhood, but you can't remember what you ate yesterday? Because my short-term memory, so when I had my stroke, it affected my short-term memory. So things that I do now, it's hard for me to remember it. But in the past, I can remember. It's crazy. I didn't learn how to milk until I was in my 40s when I worked at my sister's goat dairy. Use it up, wear it out, make it do or do without. Exactly, Debbie. I can't stand the way some people act in public. Me either, Kelly. Me either. That and every friend's parents watched out for you. Yeah, Carmen. My best friend, when we were growing up, his mom looked out after me like I was her son. She'd come out chasing people with the fry pan. You don't mess with people. Okay, Marcelina. Going to bed. Oh, the power. Okay, Marcelina. Have a great night. Have a wonderful day tomorrow. The dumps had better furniture in it than I did at home. I don't think it was anything wrong. Just wanted. Oh, exactly, Bernice. I wasn't thinking that there's anything wrong. But you do that to a kid nowadays, and it's like all kinds of shades of wrong. It's like, how can you charge me? How can you charge me to watch your grandchild? How? Come on. Um, okay, someone sent me an email. Let's see who it was. We learn never fart on the hard church bench. That is fact. That is very fact. Oh my goodness. This is Rachel's humidifier. How cute is that? That is so cute. She got it at CVS. Okay, so off to the email I go. Hope. Um, okay. Mimi. Okay, my granddaughter's birthday gift. She asked me if I lost my job and couldn't afford wrapping paper. I I don't see anything wrong with that. I like that. She's just gonna rip it up anyway. Um, wow, that kitty is cute. That's adorable. I want one. That's cute. We always did that. My hands are singing opera. Sorry, Carmen. Um, let's see where the weather's at. Very nice wrap job. Love the bow fan. Up, it's getting closer. Uh, the National Weather Service has issued severe thunderstorm watch 40 in effect until 9 a.m. Central Daylight Time this morning for the following areas. Mm-hmm. In Michigan, Berrien, Hillsdale, Cass, Branch, St. Joe. So, as I was telling you guys before, um, Berrien, St. Joe, and Cass, we where our property sits, we border all three of those counties. But it's coming. We's the blue dot. Let's see. Alita, she got that at. It had CVS on it, so I'm taking it. Come from CVS. So you might be able to order one from CVS. We had a Thunder a bit ago. Lene had some Thunder a little bit ago. I used to wrap things in newspapers. The husband said, "What is it? Fish guts? Respect us earned, not given. Respect is earned, not given. Most don't install that in their young because they want to be friends and not parents." Very true, very true. Let's see. Yes, I got it from CVS a while back. They still. Oh, good. Thank you, Rachel. So they still sell them cat humidifiers. That's awesome. Spare the rod, spoil the child. Double up on the rod and spare nobody. I'm going to put my phone on the charger and climb into bed for tonight. So have a great night. Marianne, I'm getting ready to close down too because I just hit my 2 hours. So, anyway, I love you guys. Thank you all for coming and staying with me. I appreciate it dearly. And I will see everybody tomorrow night. Okay? Bye, everybody.